Okay. I think everything's set up. I think everything's set up. So, apparently, this was one of those games where it gives you a start screen, and before you can do anything in the game, it runs the opening cutscene. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone thought that was a good idea, but somebody did. Because I was, it brings up the press start to begin, and I'm like, okay, and I hit start, and then I walked away, and I come back, and it's in the middle of a cutscene. So full disclosure, I have not, apparently I sunk like 21 hours in this game, which is hilarious, because I don't remember any of them. I don't remember a damn thing about this game, other than the fact that it was, a game. I remember it being kind of weird that, Victorian England was so egalitarian. What else? Not much else. I remember the main characters being insanely annoying. And a whole lot of side missions. This was the one that came after Unity's disaster. Well, I didn't play Unity at launch. I only played Unity years later, and I thought it was painfully mediocre. And I'm one of the insane people who actually did all the side shit in that game. But yeah, that's one came after, apparently. And I remember exactly nothing, so I guess we'll see. 1868, huh?
The iron ship's from here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war. Think you both can handle it?
What a question.
All right. My mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Fry twins. See them nightly at Covent Garden.
Oh god. This is one of those games where...
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need. Right here.
Oh god.
I'll
Not
extend
this.
your regards to Ferris.
Chat later, George. We've a train to catch.
Jacob! Evie!
Oh no.
May the creed guide you, you vagrants!
Poor man. More afraid than ever. The years have not been kind.
Evie Fry, where do you get it from?
Who
The
talks
same
like
place as
that?
you, Jacob.
This is one of those games where the siblings do nothing but bitch at each other the whole time,
Don't
isn't
die.
it?
How long does he intend to go on like this? He's disrupting the other workers. Shoot his trap and get the machine fixed. And send me some laudanum for my head.
Oh good, I don't have to do anything. He's taking laudanum, he'll be dead in like a week. Also, could he be any more transparently evil? Also, hello chat. I'm glad you're all here until you get called back. Well, this is another one of those games where they don't actually like give you tutorials, so you have to like figure everything out on your own. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna like run around apparently on sweatshop workers. Just remember, this happens today in Vietnam and China. Oh, this is the game that was still using the free run system from Unity, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, I'm just supposed to go through the same door. Okay.
Locked.
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, yes. The assassin who uses the front door.
Unless there's a problem.
I hold the machines. That door opens, and I have my...
Oh, I was
route to
apparently just
Ferris.
supposed to walk across the room, and I decided to take the longest thing possible. Okay. You know, for an assassin, you would think you would just, oh, I don't know, walk out the window, maybe? Like we came in and just go around the building. I like how nobody stops us.
Always work on the fly.
Also, how did we know that was going to happen? I feel like, you know... Oh, I remember now. Something else I remember about this game. The free running is fucking awful. In the sense that it's really, like, imprecise, and you end up running all over the place. Like, inaccurately. God damn it. Yeah, this is one of those inventions which they got rid of in Origins because it was fucking awful. You know, sabotaging all this giant machinery seems like it would be profoundly dangerous and possibly would kill a whole bunch of innocent people, which supposedly we're not supposed to do. Also, it's amazing nobody is stopping us or noticing that, you know, all this machinery is going horribly wrong. Yeah, you're right, it is kind of like the Tony Hawk skateboarding games. In the sense that they're all horribly controlled.
Which one of you is responsible?
Wasn't us, sir. I swear it. He's telling the truth.
I'll hang you from the chimneys for this.
Don't worry, everybody, I just stabbed a man in front of all of you.
Sanitary inspector. This man is dead.
You're a dead man. Run along home. I'll teach you how to beg for mercy.
Aha, I see we came from, Ah, yes. Nothing like an assassin. Because all assassins, as you know. Okay. I love how the fact that it, like, forces us not to just beat the shit out of him. It forces us to counter. I love how all these guys just don't give a shit that I just stabbed and murdered 3 different people. I mean, the early games in the Tony Hawk series are good, but when you said that, I was thinking of like the later ones where it becomes like open world.
Ferris, I'm coming.
I think he knows you're coming. In fact, I think everybody knows you're coming because you are the least stealthy assassin ever. You can tell why the game took a year hiatus after this one because, you know what this game's like. You know what this game kind of reminds me of? 15 or 10 years ago. Yeah, that was probably the earlier ones, like on the N64 and whatnot. Those are the ones I remember. You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games. Greetings. Okay. Pay no attention to the fact I just stabbed a man. Don't worry, everybody. I'm totally not just a random criminal stabbing everybody you know. I'm the good guy, you see? And you know I'm a good guy because I'm stabbing everybody in the face. Yes, clearly assassins only kill when needed. This possibly the early Underground games. I don't remember exactly because those were a little beyond my time. The Arkham games, Arkham Asylum's not bad. Arkham Asylum's pretty good. Arkham City's pretty good. Arkham Knight's pretty terrible. It's also non-functional if you play it on the PC, like I tried to. It just crashes constantly, and they just never fixed it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the one that gave us throwing knives, and then we just like abused the hell out of this. See, I put a hood on, therefore I'm stealthy.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it?
And everybody sees me.
You did, you bleeding ninny hammer. Kept shabbering on about it all bleeding afternoon. Couldn't shut you up any more than I could get you off the brandy.
Also, everyone's very nonchalant about the fact that I'm stabbing people.
You can say that. Boys had to carry you back to the
Just help yourself.
I'm totally an assassin, even though there's like 24 people all watching me.
People think they can just
Pay no attention to the common people. Should we pay attention to all these dead bodies? No. Hello, sir.
Drag him out!
Nope. See, I'm not sure what stops me from just doing that, because it doesn't look like any of the other guards actually cared. Hello, sir. Can you walk outside again so I can throw a knife at your head? Because apparently you have no peripheral vision. And also, apparently I'm bullseye. Also, why can't I just pull the knife out of his head?
disgraceful. Stop. Thief.
Thief? I think you mean murderer. Unless you mean you're mad that I'm robbing the corpses. Also, I think leaving all this coal around is like a fire hazard. I will say, I'm not a huge fan of having to hold to loot things. I feel like you should just, like, be able to hit it once and loot things, and you should be able to, like, hold to pick things up.
Once I've named you, move out of the way.
Wait, where am I supposed to be going? You normally die, but stealing isn't common. Yeah, apparently being stabbed is no big deal, but stealing, that's the problem. Also, apparently people in hoods wandering around is... Is there a reason I can't open this door? I will say at the very least, they do manage to, like, make this place look like a factory. Like, the place looks like a factory. Looks like Victorian England. It feels like Victorian England. So I'll give them that. It's obvious that the people who do, like, the environments in these games are still being paid and doing good work, even if the people behind the games, like, the actual gameplay isn't, you know, perfect. How is it nobody, like, knows I'm coming? I'm, like, the least stealthy assassin ever.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Fine. But dock his wages.
Because I'm
Yes, sir.
stereotypically evil. I mean, honestly, that's probably a real thing, but at the same time, you know. Also, how did we hear that conversation when we're, like, on the opposite side of
Shall we
the
arrive
forge?
at the final price, Mr. Ferris?
How the fuck did we hear that? We're on the opposite side of a fucking forge. Alright, there's a guy down there. Am I supposed to kill everybody, or should I just ignore them? I feel like it's entirely within character if I just stab everybody, though. No, put the hat... Put the hood back on, then. No, come back. Quick question, can I throw him in the forge? I would like to press X. There you go. Okay, that's apparently not as hot as I thought it was. What? No, 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 you don't know who I am. You have no peripheral vision. Cannot tell that I'm immediately behind you. I mean, I guess on some level you can understand that they don't have very good vision plans working in what appears to be a foundry. Imagine all the coal dust in your eyes means all of you have exactly like a week to live. I mean, you probably are all going to get lung cancer, so, you know. Hey, who saw me? Oh, hi. I didn't even see you there. No worries, everybody. Everything's fine. What? Oh, Jesus. This is one of those games. Yeah, it certainly seems like a foundry. I guess it is one. I will say one of my least favorite things that they got rid of in... Like, I'm one of those rare people who actually, like, likes the original Assassin's Creed, and the original Assassin's Creed is rough. Okay, the original Assassin's Creed is super rough in terms of gameplay. But there's one thing I like about it, and that it takes the Hitman route of, like, it takes the well, obviously we have to go through the roof. I mean, there's an entry point on the roof. We sort of have to take that one, right? Anyway, the original Assassin's Creed actually like makes you like investigate people and like actually like plan your assassinations and stuff. And so like it comes off very Hitman-like, and it works. Do normal people just stand in their roofless rooms alone? Or I guess there's a person in there. I think she's clipping through the chair. Alright, whatever. I was about to say, like, what, we're not going to hear them talk?
It is done.
Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loosened in Starrick's machine. A large bolt, but not enough.
Very talkative for a man I stabbed in the throat.
You assassins can circle London to your heart's content. The mechanism we have built has been going strong for 100 years, and will run 1,000 more. It is the very city itself.
We will take London from your hands.
From Croydon? You lurk in the shadows.
Didn't we stab
like a
you?
Coward. Doubt it.
I wonder how much fun that was to record in the sound booth. So why are we keeping marks of his blood? Like a serial killer? Like, that could be anyone's blood. Also, she's pretty, no, she's totally clipping through the chair. And also, apparently pretty okay with the fact we just stabbed her boss behind her. And had a full conversation with him. I think he wasn't actually standing. I think they just did that for, like, narrative appeal. Because one of the interesting things is, like, again, in the original game, like, the people you stabbed, you would have conversations with as they were dying to, like, record their last words. How do you even know I did anything? How would you even know that I did anything? Sirs, sirs.
He's all even in one piece.
How do you even know I killed anybody? Okay, well now you know I killed somebody, but you know. Okay, you only need to stab him like once. Oh god, we have a protagonist who puts out one-liners. Okay, I'm gonna need to like get down this countering system. Also, where did all these guys come from? How do they know to get on the train? I'm very confused. Where did you come from?
Lost your bottle, boys.
Good to see that they like had to put in subtitles what they actually did. But what? Why would you cause so much damage just to kill one man? What? Why are you running that way? Run to the side, man. Why do you keep running on the train? Jump off the train. That's not the way you get... That's not the way you avoid that.
Oh, we seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
Oh god, he makes one-liners. James Bond, you are not. Oh, I'm supposed to climb down the train. Well, if we want to go down there... Okay, so what I'm understanding is this character is a raging idiot, which is fine. But question, why are we doing this? It seems like the least sane option. I see that in the question of why exactly did the assassins lose London, I'm guessing because they were all like colossal morons.
Maybe next time I'll walk.
Okay, yep. Look. You can earn one-liners. You can earn one-liners. There are times in a story when one-liners are totally okay. You can't use them constantly. I'm gonna start thinking this dude is like Steven Seagal. That's the level of nonsense we're getting from him at the moment.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located.
Why are you saying that out loud to yourself? Shouldn't you know that?
Now,
What?
to decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
What? Why are you burning that
Where
on the
is it?
train?
Huh? Where's Brewster's supplies?
Why are you saying that out loud?
Meter.
What? Okay, so, I think everybody in Victorian England just says everything that's on their mind out loud.
What the hell? Who's that?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stab you in the face.
Time to deploy the diversion.
But before I do that, I want to loot the guy. Detached locomotive. What is it with these two and like
I'm on my way,
detaching
Sir
locomotives? What? Yeah, I could have done whatever it wanted me to do, but I think stabbing them in the face was a better idea.
Hello, boys.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna... I'll turn you in. I'm not sure that... I guess they didn't see me murder those guys. Okay, so we actually kind of feel like an assassin, I think.
Smells like Jacob's cooking.
Okay, no, don't you start using one-liners too. One of you... Oh god, quick time events.
That should keep you busy while I head into your lab.
Okay, I can take one of you using... Oh, it crashed. Uh-oh. Oh no, the game crashed. Hope I don't have to do all that again. That's weird. That's odd. Let's try that again. Try this again with less game crashing. But seriously, I can take one of you giving horrible one-liners. I can't take both of you making horrible one-liners at each other. I can't take a Steven Seagal Van Damme team up. Not sure why it crashed, but sure we'll find out. And so if I remember correctly, there was like a huge thing about this being like the first like assassin female protagonist, except for the fact that there was a different one that was a female protagonist in Liberation. Although most people I don't think ever played Liberation, so alright, is it gonna make me it's gonna make me do the whole train thing again? Oh, apparently not. Okay. Apparently it's saved and then crashed. Okay.
Follow me down the tracks.
Wait, what?
You stay here and keep a lookout.
All right. I'll shout if I get any bother.
First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
So, is it a bad idea if I just try to stab all these people?
Bring back the cargo.
Or can I just let them pass? I guess I should try to be stealthy. Oh, it actually wants me to go up there. Okay. Okay, why exactly can't we run with, Yeah, that's subtle. Alright.
I need 2 more weeks with the device.
Your questionable practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough time to achieve results, Sir David.
I was unaware that you expected me to perform like a cocker spaniel.
Permit me to remind you of your obligation to the Order.
Why is this always a
So,
trope?
You ride me like a racehorse.
Sir David, I will return tomorrow. If you have not unlocked the device's secrets, forget your dogs and horses. I will leave you to the wolves. Good day.
Why is this a trope in, like...
I was merely promised a tour of the premises, my lords.
Who sent you?
It's one of Green's spies.
Get that man to interrogation. Then I want him brought to the lab.
Why?
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
How much you want to bet there's deviations from the mission? Okay, so what I was getting at is, why is it that, like, why is it a trope for evil villains to be, like... like, you have to have it done tomorrow, or I'll kill you, the guy I need to get the thing done at all. Come over here, I need to stab you in the face. Why do we loot them when we're in there, but we don't loot them when we're like... Anyway. But yeah, why is that like a trope of like villains who like threaten their scientist guys to move faster even though there's no timetable for what they're doing, logically. And also if they rush it, there's a better chance that they're gonna fuck it up and everything's gonna go horribly wrong. Oh, apparently throwing that knocked that down. Okay. Like, you would think you would want to give your scientists as much time as humanly possible. Like, you feel like you would want to, like, keep the guys who are smart enough to unlock secrets of ancient artifacts, like, as happy as humanly possible, and giving them as much time and resources so they can do the thing you want them to do. Because if you kill them, then you're just shit out of luck, basically. Like, you kill the scientist, you're not exactly gonna learn anything. You're just gonna be kinda fucked. Now, I'm not saying you should just give him any... You saw nothing. I don't know who you are, but it's totally not me. Or, totally wasn't me, whoever you saw. Oh god. These fucking controls, man. Oh good, another throwing knife. I'm gonna need like lots of those because I have a feeling that they're overpowered in this game. Like in the original Assassin's Creed, throwing knives are like the most powerful thing in the entire game. Wait, there's another entry point? How do we know that? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that there's entry points.
All reconnaissance pointed straight here. A secret laboratory. Well, well. Perhaps I can aid this interrogation.
Wait, where was I going? Oh, up there. Well, then I shouldn't have jumped down here. Okay. Alright, so odds on this being the quirky side character who always gets himself into trouble.
Very soul hangs in the balance. That's what my mother said this very week when I went to the fight. But she always turns a blind eye when I come
Do I need smoke bombs for this?
Confess! My sharp friend here will have his way. We shall return home.
Oh no, not smoke! You know, that thing we have constantly. I mean, smoke in modern times or ancient times probably would make sense. Smoke in Victorian England? It's basically oxygen to them.
Thank you kindly. I was in ever such a squeaky fix when, what do you know? You rescue me.
Oh god.
Where's the hidden laboratory?
Untie me and then we can parley, my lady.
I'm pressed for time. Tell me now.
Why are you wearing 3 shirts?
Requires a key. One of the guards nicked mine, cheeky sod.
Thank you.
Now, untie me?
You got yourself in. I trust you can get yourself out again.
Not to worry, my lady. Can still recall a couple of tricks from me carnival days.
Charming.
Who talks? Aren't you still in the carnival with that getup? Also, apparently he's a magician. And can just teleport because there's no way he got out of that room. Yeah, I'm gonna call that one's the quirky side character who always gets himself into bad situations. Yeah, Evie's actually, like, if I remember, the better of the 2 characters, but You know, there's a lot of people I should be murdering, I guess. Greetings, sir. There's no reason for me to murder you, but, other than the fact that I'm an assassin. I require more throwing knives, and apparently, stabbing you will give me them. No, I need his throwing knife. So you know we're an assassin because we don't hide the fact that that we're just like wandering in and stabbing everybody. Also, for a secret lab, this place has like...
Keep that key in your pocket or else Miss Stone will have your guts for garters. Let's have a butcher's downstairs then. I want to see that artifact. Not if you value your life.
Okay, so... Where are these guys? I don't know, it looks like there's a thing over there. And if I've learned anything about games like this...
Hey, leave them rats alone. They've as much right to be here as you.
Well, that is one way to open a door. Kill enemies with barrels. Why do...
I'll go downstairs into the passage all quiet like.
So...
It ain't worth it.
Can I just murder them to steal things?
You, remain vigilant. Hold the key close. Yes, sir.
What? Why not just put it in a box and sit on it?
What juggins.
If you're really that worried about it, just put it in a box and like sit on the box, and then no one can possibly... What? Where did you come from? I do love the fact that, you know, she uses what appears to be a cane and just beats the shit out of people. Ah, yes, steal. By steal, I mean take it off his corpse. Oh, hi. Apparently everybody in this game is deaf. Which I guess makes sense given the fact there was like no such thing as like noise protection. I have to admit, I kind of like the fact you can just kick things open. That is kind of funny. It's kind of awesome, actually. Supposedly I'm supposed to kill people with barrels. I don't really know why. Okay, where am I going? Over there. Okay, guys. Did you need to make the entrance to your secret lab look like a castle, basically? They're like, oh, you're right under there. Well, I suppose if you make it that easy for me, Ooh, side dialogue.
Count yourself lucky. My advice to you, if that man asked you to get in on the act, run.
I'm a loyal servant. You'll have no cause for anger.
Good luck guessing what that heathen wants.
There's a lot of Irish people in this, or Irish-sounding people in this game, considering the time period. Everyone's like, oh, that's weird. Maybe we should have been fighting underneath the barrels. Well, that was easy. I was like, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. As it turns out, enemies apparently are drawn to stand under dangerous things. I think this is why OSHA was invented. Well, that was quite suspicious. Somebody dropped barrels on us. But luckily, none of us know how to look up. We can climb on boxes. What? What are you doing? The most adventurous guard I've ever seen. Where are you going? Tell me your secrets, random guard. What was your plan? What's like this dude? Greetings! I'm apparently trapped on this box. Okay then. As you can see, we are quite stealthy, and we are the best in the business. What? Okay, you need subtitles. You're gonna, like, randomly jaw at me while I'm looting all the corpses of your former bosses. Also, we have, like, the most accurate... Okay. That was a little funny. Ended up jumping in front of him and then, without realizing he was there, and then stabbing him before you could realize that we messed up. Alright, let's just run in the front door. I do like the fact that this actually kind of looks like, it feels like Victorian England at least. Oh. But I'm like the least observant assassin there ever was. Which is good, because the enemies don't seem to be observant at all. That was the most complex murder. Ooh, another box. Oh no, not his hat. The camera, I could... collect all the things. Okay, am I supposed to be going somewhere? Or am I just supposed to be killing everybody?
There you
A
are.
door!
The entrance to Bruce's lab.
What? Okay, knife was bad. Okay, we can open this door. Are you telling me a door that size has a keyhole that size? I'm calling bullshit. Danger, men working overhead. Really? Doesn't look like it. Is there anything on the back of the sign? No. I was hoping there'd be like something on the back of the sign that would be like men on break. As we all know, as an assassin, we take the elevator. Oh, upgrades, okay. Okay. So do we have these already? Okay, we do have, in fact, have all these already. So the only thing we can get right now is this. The children are here? Oh. feel like seeing through people through walls is a better skill. Oh yeah, you do leave in a week.
Ronnie, can't it wait till the morning?
No, he can't.
The bloke's... I hope so.
What's she doing back there?
Go back to talking. Totally wasn't me. And I'll be honest, I hate children myself. So all I can think about is, I wonder how long it's going to take before I'm like, you know, I don't really want to help the children in this game. Maybe if they can all die in the factories, maybe that's preferable. Sir, you're going to need to get out of my way. I have chests to kick. Yes, yes, give me more money. Okay, look at all these guys just standing next to each other to be double assassinated. The real question is, did the game expect me to loot everybody? I'm assuming not. There's a lot of dudes in this place for a secret underground lair that no one's supposed to know about. Certainly seems like a giant risk. Also, let me guess, we're gonna go all the way through here and then have to go all the way back. I think that's not supposed to be like that. Don't think the water texture's supposed to not be moving. But again, I don't remember when this game came out. Although, I will tell you something, chat, is that all kids scream. And all kids are terrible. That's all kids do. Scream, demand things, and hate you, basically.
Piece of Eden.
What? How do you know that?
Increase the electricity.
But it'll become unstable, sir.
You heard what Miss Thorne said. We need results now.
Because they're horribly short-sighted. And will risk everything. For no reason. Okay. Wait, is that a thing over there I can loot?
Speak of that woman. I say I ought to seize the blasted artifact for Edinburgh.
If you don't mind me saying, that would be an exceptionally bad idea.
Why?
Yes. Everybody else is gonna see me.
It's God's apple, not hers. I would display it in public. Darwin would be vanquished.
But no. Probably shouldn't be looting all the bodies right now. Should probably be. Stealthy.
You can do better than that. I'm gonna knock your teeth in. Just try and stop me.
Totally not here, guys. Totally wasn't me. Yeah, this place looks safe. And not, you know. I love how none of the other guards decide that, you know, to run. Or to, like, investigate. They're just like, yeah, you know, 2 people just got murdered over there. It says air assassinate. It does not say from how high up. Apparently that counted. Alright.
It is time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
But I have so much more to discover.
Do not be afraid.
Admittedly, you had
I'm
like...
not. God will protect me.
I will continue your experiment.
You will not stop, Starrick.
What?
Miss Thorne has already found another piece of Eden, more powerful than the last.
Well, then why did...
I will take that one too.
We fight to gain what we cannot take with us. It's in our nature.
I would think that was all very dramatic if it weren't for the fact that you were conducting what appeared to be mad scientist experiments on behalf of an occultist. Also, if we were going to continue his experiment, why didn't we just let him finish? It's not like we were in a hurry. Ah, yes, by continue his experiment, we meant let it explode.
Now.
You can see, we are the best assassin ever. Once again, I ask the question. We should have like 6 broken ribs. At least.
That was far too close.
Yeah, good, you know, now we're just trapped underground. Oh god, not this shit. So the reason they put these in games is because this is a loading zone. So like we're between 2 areas and the game was like, okay, how do we make sure that there's a loading zone that looks suspicious or that looks dramatic without like having loading? And so games started putting these in there. Also, how fortunate that we just happened to have a way out. But I do ask one more time, why on earth are the bad guys like, you need to finish your experiment today, otherwise, you know, we're done with you. Like, all right, is it gonna crash again? Hasn't crashed yet.
What was that explosion?
What explosion?
Evie?
Piece of Eden detonated and took the lab with it.
The magic lump of hyperbolic metal. I'm shocked.
Simply because you have never valued the pieces does not
All
mean...
went according to plan, hmm?
Where did you come from?
There was a slight complication.
How slight.
The lab exploded.
Jacob.
You derailed a train.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Well, the train derailed and I happened to be on it. I killed my target.
Brewster is also no more.
Then all in all a successful mission in spite of you two.
If you hate them so much, why are you sending them on missions?
We're wasting our time out here.
You know as well as I do that London has been the domain of the Templars for the last 100 years. They are far too strong yet. Patience.
But the Templars have found a new piece of Eden.
Sir David is dead. They do not know how to use it. The Council shall guide us. Sound advice that your father would have seconded.
Okay, so our father is dead.
I shall see you back in Crawley.
We're totally not going to listen to this guy.
Patience, Evie.
Ah, a gentle sound of opportunity passing us by.
So what's stopping us? London is waiting to be liberated. Forget Crawley.
Father would have wanted us to listen.
Oh, Father. You could continue his legacy in London.
I would feel better about whoever this father was
Templars.
if we knew him.
You know, Jacob Fry, you might just be right.
Then shall we?
Yes. Let's. Onward to London.
So what was stopping you from going to London before this? Considering apparently you're literally within walking distance of it. Okay, this game's pretty average so far.
I know.
No, you go
You
away.
only had a taste of our
Oh god, I have to listen to this shit.
latest acquisition from Abstergo. But I want to check in on Sean and Rebecca. I still think attacking a Templar is a mistake.
Please stop shoving modern shit into these games. it's always bad. Nobody cares about this shit. Nobody. Hold to skip cinematic. Perfect. Let's get out of here. No one cares about that shit.
All they had to do was wait for you to search the data. Their little stunt has
Who?
put the whole operation at risk. You
That's
need to
cool.
synchronize Jacob and Evie's memories. Find something that puts us ahead of the enemy. Time is of the essence, and lives are now clearly on the line. Good luck.
Okay, so the modern stuff makes these games 1,000 times worse because it makes no sense. Because if you're just living the past, like if you just remove that and you were just living the past, then all this nonsense about having to be synchronized can be removed, and you don't got to worry about it anymore.
I've never seen so many
no back
people all at
cutscenes.
once.
Churning seas of London. It's just the way Father described. Now, to find Henry Green and formulate a plan of attack against the Templars.
Who's Mr. Green again?
The assassin watching over London? Did you not listen the first 3 times?
Listen to what?
I think he's got about half a brain cell.
Watch it.
Beg pardon, sir.
And he just robbed you.
Oi! Come back here, you filthy dipper!
Oh god. Okay then. So I'll get back onto that a bit, but basically the modern stuff doesn't make any sense and can be removed from the game without changing everything, and probably for the positives. Also, this is like the fastest kid in like ever. So he can outrun a grown man.
Fine, you little mobsman. Keep it.
Well, well. What do we have here?
Who the fuck are you?
On our property.
Already attacked. Carving you.
I can just stab you. Alright, I'm trying to stab the other guy, but the game won't let me, so we're just gonna let him sit there. Woozy. There we go.
Excellent. What else does London have to offer?
Now is not the time for tourism, Jacob. Now's
It
the
isn't?
time to find Henry Green. I've always been the quicker climber, haven't I?
Not since we were 2.
Race you to the highest vantage point.
Oh god. Okay, but basically, like... What? Oh. Okay, well that was the sound of my, DualShock driver updating for some bizarre reason. Anyway, who keeps painting these symbols everywhere?
Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map.
2 assassins.
An Indian
Equal in
man.
height, 1 female, 1 male. 2 decades old, and those devilish smiles.
No one talks like
You
this.
must be the Fry twins.
And you are?
Henry Green, at your service. I was sorry to learn
Who-
about your father's passing.
Who the fuck else would he be wearing an assassin's logo on him?
What can you tell us about Crawford Starrick?
I suppose the council desires news.
Also, who the fuck dresses
London
like
must be
that
free.
without being an
To
assassin?
provide a better future for all of its citizens.
Well, thank goodness the council saw reason and sent you to aid us.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Unfortunately, I am the bearer of bad news. Today, Starrick sits at the helm of the most sophisticated Templar infrastructure known in the Western world. Every class, every borough, the gangs, the industries. His reach extends all across London.
I've always thought of myself as a gang leader.
What?
Firm, but fair. Huh. Well, I have uniforms. And I'll unite a mix of disenfranchised outsiders under one
What?
name.
Hold
That's
up, what?
it, Evie. We can rally them to our side.
That was quick.
Like the way that you rallied those card players at the Open Tavern into the river.
Oh, that was different. They beat me at whist. I can see it now. We'll call ourselves the Rooks.
I feel like this game is moving in like
You got a better plan?
warp speed and just running through
Well,
everything.
Let me show you the lay of the land. Shall we?
Like, we immediately went from, oh, we need to murder this guy too. What if we started a gang right now? That seems like a good idea. I'm starting to think that the reason that, you know, they haven't murdered this, like, Starrick dude is because all of the assassins are morons. Also, he's one dude. You need to find out where he is and stab him.
Whitechapel is riddled with crime. Child labor, despite regulations. A gang known as the Blighters overruns the streets, and Templars manipulating behind the scenes. As in all the other boroughs, we need to return this city to the people who built it in the first place.
We will free London from Starrick. You have my word.
And my looks.
Miss Fry, your passion is inspiring. Come, let us return to my shop, and I can bring you up to date on the rest.
"21 new database entries." Okay. Ow. Okay,
Keep quiet. Kaylock's looking for me.
Who's Kaylock?
One of Starrick's gang leaders.
Why does he want you?
He's after some of my more arcane research into one of the precursor artifacts.
The Piece of Eden.
how does he know
So tell
you
me
have
about these
research?
blighters.
In search of an army, Starrick gathered up the nastiest of the underworld. Some of the city's gangs tried to prevent it and was slaughtered for their efforts. Now,
Convenient.
only Whitechapel's clinkers remain opposed, but they're no match for the Blighters.
Well, let's shine these clinkers up then, shall we?
What?
They're just the sort we're looking for.
You can't be serious.
Evie, they're ready to fight
What?
and oppose the Blighters. This is my chance to step in. Look out, London. Here come the rooks.
What? Moved very quickly into that. Like, just immediately, like, you know what, let's just start a gang and, like, take over the city. That was... You look like a historical person we're going to interact with.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Bloody Drood! I'll never finish it at this rate. Only Providence knows where those words are headed now. Well, I must get to work replacing them. Should you ever be in the mood for a tale or two, you can always find me where the ale is warm and tempers are hot. Ta-ta!
Notice how
What
he
an odd man.
didn't introduce himself.
That Mr. Fry was Charles Dickens. Knows
Of course it was.
everyone and everything in the city. If I were you, I would keep that connection in your back pocket. Kaylock's gang is nearby. They must not follow me back to my shop.
We'll take care of it.
Here, you might be able to use this.
Oh God, I hope so.
My carriage is nearby. Make use of it to throw them off my trail. I will meet you at the curio shop.
You know, guys, you might, I don't know, not be followed as easily if you weren't so damn obvious.
Steady on. We need to lead them away from Green.
What? Yes, firing randomly in the streets is a perfect way to avoid that.
Their carriages are easily paid off for rude day.
Oh god. Oh god. This can't be a good idea.
Hold on, girl.
I don't know where we're going, but
Let's go.
you trying to shoot at me?
Easy, girl. Easy. They're gone.
Now to return to Mr. Green.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You're relentless.
That relentlessness will see me become master when we finish this.
George would do nothing of the sort. Whatever's left of the Green would perish under your control.
Harsh words, dear sister.
Okay, apparently we can drift in these things. Okay.
I do hope Mr. Green made it back safely.
Don't tell me you fancy the bloke already.
And what do you suggest we do if our #1 source of information turns up dead?
Starrick can't be that hard to find. I say we turn the carriage round and go find him.
This is why you aren't in charge.
No, he's not in charge because he shoots people randomly in the street.
Do Did you give them the slip?
We gave them more than that.
Who are all these people?
Over the years, I have established a number of connections across the city.
Splendid. We'll need focused aid.
Focused aid? We take over Starrick's gangs, we cripple his control.
We're not aiming high enough. Starrick has influence in every branch of society. We need
How
to
do you know
match
that?
him.
I see what you're saying, Evie. We need the Rooks.
Who?
You are not starting a gang called the Rooks.
I believe I may have an idea of my own. We will need the police to turn a blind eye to activities. My ally in the force, Sergeant Aberline. I've heard he's a master of disguise. Next up, urchins.
Urchins?
Urchins. Children make for excellent spies.
Clara O'Day.
Smart as a whip, that one. Finally, you would be wise to remember that Starrick never acts alone. There are gang leaders in every borough. You'll meet them soon enough, no doubt. Rexford Gaylock, known for his ability to vanish before your very eyes.
Should we make him vanish for real?
I suppose.
One moment. A Templar target you might want to look into. Be cautious. It's rough out there.
No, don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few thugs.
Okay then. I just realized it's been over an hour, so we're gonna cut this recording really quickly. Then